It is famous for pasties, it was famous for tin. Now, Cornwall is home to England's latest national minority, the Cornish. Here is the Cornish kilt, here the flag, and here is the local media greeting the historic moment of the birth of a nation.
What it means is that under the European Convention, the UK government will be recognising Cornwall, Cornish people, Cornish culture and language as a minority in the same way as other Celtic minorities are recognised within the UK. As a Highlander, someone who learned a wee bit of Gaelic when I was a youngster at school, I think it's really important that we recognise and cherish Cornwall and the Cornish identity.
The Cornish now have the same legal status as the Welsh, Scottish and Irish people in the UK, but they all have countries and devolved governments. Cornwall does not. But Cornish people across Britain now have explicit rights that say Cockneys or Geordies do not have. Some among the fledgling nation are confused.
I don't really know what it means, but I'm Cornish, so I mean anything that kind of recognises that, I suppose, is a good thing.
I've lived down here since all my life, and it has always felt different to other parts of the country I have lived.
Cornwall is also famous for voting Liberal Democrat until now, but both UKIP and the Cornish nationalists have been making gains, and some see Danny Alexander's arrival today as political.
The Lib Dems are terrified of losing to UKIP, so basically they want to shore up their Western vote. They've always been traditionally a Western party, and they see that being challenged by the Eurosceptics, especially on the fishing issue. So yeah, they are in trouble, they are worried, and they think if they pour money into the area, then they'll get the votes as a result.
Cornwall has a distinct Celtic culture, but its language was declared extinct by the UN 5 years ago. Today, 557 people say they now speak it. The government announced it was giving £120,000 to develop the language today.
Some people in the rest of the country will be asking themselves, is it worth the money? They're pledging £120,000 to set up many kind of language promoting ideas, including a radio station, but the number of people who use Cornish as a first language is just 557. So that works out to about £215 per head. So I think some people are going to see this as slightly cynical.
One of the biggest Cornish cultural icons is Prince Charles, who as Duke of Cornwall is a big landowner there. Contacted today, Clarence House said the Prince had not yet decided whether he would declare himself ethnically Cornish.